In a broad world of tarot where we constantly seek guidance to our questions pertaining to broken hearts, the acquisition of more money, improved health, and the common fare, the readings contained within our universe are meant to inform us of the dangers lurking around random corners and to provide direction on how best to avoid them. This information is timeless, so whether it gives us insight into our present, direction towards our future, or clears away the shroud of confusion surrounding our past, let us now delve deep into the mysterious realms of Phantom Justice Tarot. Hello, and thank you all again for joining me for another installment of the Phantom Justice Tarot. I'm your host, the Phantom, and I pray that you all are doing well, staying safe, and just taking care of yourselves out there. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Please hit the like button on this video. I would greatly appreciate it if the messages resonate with you, and please keep in mind that every single thing that I say will not resonate with you. So please take what resonates, please take what makes sense to you, and leave the rest of it for other people to obtain. So let's go ahead and see what comes out in the reading. I will say I saw the Two of Cups that fell out in the upright, so we'll keep that in mind. So what's coming on? What's going on? We get the Death card. Could be a Scorpio involved. Doesn't necessarily have to be. But something coming to an end or something about to end. I don't know why I was about to say someone about to come to an end, but you know what the nature of this channel is about. So here we go with the Five of Swords that comes out in the reverse as well too. So I feel like maybe someone who was working together or maybe working alone, doesn't have to be, something that they were doing that has ended, and I feel as if it's dealing with some type of manipulation, some kind of revenge. Somebody could have been planning on getting revenge or maybe wanted to get revenge on someone, because with this Five of Swords, it's by any means necessary. So it's my way or the highway, someone determined to get something, to take something, to um, acquire something that might mean they're going to get it by some kind of underhanded tactic, and they don't care who they have to step on. So, but something about that has come to an end. So someone possibly could have been manipulating people in some way. Let's see. The Empress comes out in the reverse. We have Taurus and Libra energy. So this could have been a distorted feminine energy, whether it be a man, whether it be a woman, it's just energy. But someone who, it was a lot of jealousy here. It's jealousy maybe because of some things that they have been working on or some things that they possibly wanted to improve or to grow in their own lives, not being able to do that, or them just not being patient or having the means or the resources or the patience or whatever it was, but them just trying to accomplish and to get these things off the backs of other people. So someone who just wanted, it's like that, what is it, get rich quick schemes right there with the Star card. It comes out in the reverse, could be Aquarius, but one of those get rich quick schemes, or someone who just wanted to get something very quickly and acquire something off the backs of other people, but they didn't necessarily want to work for it. This person was lazy. This person was lazy. They possibly didn't even want to think for themselves. That's how lazy this person was. They wanted to rely on other people to do it. I'm like, that's so crazy that someone, that's very interesting that I'm seeing someone possibly wanting even other people to think for them, because that possibly would have been too much of a difficult task for them to do on their own. They were so smart and wanted to manipulate and to take down someone, and they were very quick to fly off the handle to try to get revenge or to get their lick back on someone. But they were very lazy and just a very less than smart person, like an airhead. That's pretty much what I want to say. That somebody was an airhead, a lazy airhead at that. Mm. With this star card in reverse, it's it's like, that's horrible. Like no hope, like no hope, no faith, um, hopeless. Someone could have been looking at this person as hopeless as well too, or maybe this is the way that they looked at other people. Hopeless, helpless. Just someone who couldn't pick up, the slack or pick up the rein or just do something for themselves or acting incapable. But that's the thing, someone acting incapable of doing things or doing stuff on their own. But that's only because it was laziness and only because it was easier to manipulate other people into doing that or to doing what it was that they wanted or to working for them. But I mean, what does that say about the people who are working under this person or who fell into the trap of this person? Especially if maybe this person really played it off or well, I mean, we do see the death card here and we see the umbrella that's covering. So, we see the scythe, that's that object. So maybe this person able to do some very calculated cutting things but able to cover up. So playing dumb, being naive, playing stupid, but not really stupid. So, but they were definitely lazy though. That's for sure. That's for sure. They were definitely lazy because they wanted to acquire things off the backs of other people. The Tower card comes out in the reverse. Mars energy right here. So that's Mars and Scorpio actually. Um, So the Aries and Scorpio. So we have double Scorpio right here with the death and the tower. But it's like someone trying to resist this change. Time's up pretty much for someone. The Eight of Pentacles comes out in the reverse. Time's up with them not putting in the work. Because if this is someone who thought that they wouldn't have to work, or someone who did not want to work, but again, they wanted to obtain things, but they wanted to take advantage, they had an air of not being grateful, possibly even. And now that Two of Cups is coming in my head, the one that I saw earlier, and looking at this death card, possibly them even sabotaging relationships, ending relationships, um could have someone could have caused a death to another person in a relationship as well too, but now time is up on that. This person feeling as if they, especially if this was a spouse or someone that they were financially connected to. Say this person worked with other people to hurt this person to, I mean, people have hits put out on them all the time. So this could have very well been a spouse, a lazy spouse, husband or wife who didn't want to work, maybe even setting their spouse up to be taken out or something, um so they wouldn't have to work, them being able to reap the benefits, like life insurance policies. But Now we have the Page of Swords, and it comes out in the reverse. Somebody here being nosy. Somebody was being nosy or spying or something. Or they saw the wrong things. Or maybe they saw the right things at the right time, or they weren't expecting something. But with that Page of Cups, I mean Two of Cups, as I said, it's someone who was responsible for ending a connection as well too. And now that's coming up, that's coming out. The Six of Swords comes out in the reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune comes out in the reverse. Somebody's luck has run out. Somebody might have to repay what they've stolen, what they took. Maybe someone, as I said, if they ruined or sabotage another person's or other people's relationships or so, or split those up for fun or for sport or for revenge, now their relationship has now been split up or is about to be, like time is up. Six of Swords, we're being guided away, or we've been led away. We've been tucked away, taken away from a situation, because we get the five and the Six of Swords, okay? Five of Swords, we have a situation that we are not comfortable in, that we are being taken advantage of, that we're being hurt and manipulated. But Six of Swords, we're being guided away from that. We're being escorted away. But it's like now we're coming back. It's revisiting something full circle. So it's like a full circle moment right here. It's pretty much a full circle moment. And I don't think someone thought that time would, how they say time heals all wounds? Um, I guess I will say time can soften the wounds. Time can lessen the blow. Um, Eventually, yeah, when we get wounds or injuries, they scab over, they might leave a scar. So we never forget that something occurred, but we're not going to let that occurrence keep us in a negative mindset. We're not going to let that situation um, hold so much leverage over us that it enables us to hurt ourselves, to hurt other people, to take advantage of them, um, in some way. But someone, I feel as if that's not the case with this. Like someone let those old wounds kind of come back around or kind of fester. Um, maybe reopening those old wounds in some way. But somebody's gonna have to pay back what they took. Eight of Pentacles again in the reverse. That's the one that I just said a few minutes ago. The time is up with somebody not having to work. So if somebody thought they were just going to lay around, they were not going to have to put in the work, or that they were not going to have to do something. They thought things are just going to come easy to them and fall in their lap. They're realizing that that is no longer happening. And whatever position that they had once found themselves in, they have been escorted out. They are no longer there. They're not sitting pretty anymore. And maybe somebody else has replaced them or took over, but their time has come to an end. And I don't feel as if they wanted to realize that, or that this is very hard for them to realize. But as I said, especially if this is a person who's accustomed to not having to work now, um, but especially if they were only getting these items or getting things, material goods, or gaining some type of gain because of what they were taking from others, then now that's coming to an end. Seven of Swords. This has not been able to stay in the deck all day. These readings that I've done thus far. The Seven of Swords that comes out in the reverse. Exposure. Crimes being revisited. That's what I was going to say. They thought that it's like the statute. Is it the statute of limitations or something? I know in certain states and certain areas, there are laws in place where the statute of limitations goes for a certain amount of time. So maybe on some of these things, this person, especially if there was some kind of criminal behavior that was involved, here we got the Queen of Wands, something about attention. If there was some kind of criminal behavior or something involved, maybe the statute of limitations, maybe with some things have run out, but there are some things that are still that still hold water. That's interesting because now I'm thinking it's something with water or like an absence of water. Even though we get that Scorpio energy out here with the Death card and the Tower card, um, and Scorpio is a water sign, we don't have any more cups out here, and the cups represent love, emotion, sensitivity, intuition, um, relationships. But again, we did start off when I saw that Two of Cups that I said someone may have been jealous, maybe getting in between people's relationships or causing some type of disharmony. Someone who may not have been able to work on or produce a relationship of their own because they are in this reverse Empress energy. Whatever they work on, whatever they hope for, whatever they want to achieve, it doesn't necessarily get off the ground. But that's because of whatever energy or whatever intention that they have behind their action. So if they already have some type of negative intention or some type of intention that's going to take advantage of someone else, but that's going to elevate them, then yeah, it may work for a little while, but eventually that's going to come crashing down. So I say all that to say this is someone who could have been jealous because they didn't have love in their life, um, or they felt as if they didn't. But I mean, self love is the best love, and it all starts with numero uno, first with us first, and the love that we exhibit towards ourselves and that we send out is the same love that we receive back. So if this person already, as I said, they had negative intentions or motives toward receiving anything that they got from someone, yes, it may have worked for a little while, but the end result is it never lasted long. But I feel as if this person failed to realize that and failed to realize the lessons. Because with this Tower card that comes out in the reverse, this is saying to me that change is inevitable and that this was going to happen. There was something here that someone needed to be seeing, something that was very valuable here that someone needed to be seeing about themselves or about some type of situation that they were in. But because they were so blinded by the aesthetics of it or the way that things looked or maybe even by their own looks or just the material aspect of it, they failed to pick up what was being put down for them. Hmm. So you have a vengeful, jealous person, man or woman, um, but feminine energy definitely with this Empress card. Definitely feminine energy who I was gonna say who is or who was hurting or who has hurt other people because of how they felt. The Four of Pentacles comes out in the reverse. someone's selfish actions. But I did say whatever they were trying to hold on to, whatever it was that they had worked to acquire by whatever means that they did, now having to relinquish it, having to let that go, having to return. The Hierophant, Taurus energy. So I did say we got the Empress with that Taurus energy as well. So Taurus and Scorpio heavily factoring into this reading. Again, doesn't have to be Taurus, Scorpio, and Sagittarius and Aries, but doesn't have to be. But I did say someone who was unwilling to learn the lesson, because the Hierophant card is all about higher learning. It's about having a role, a position where we are the teachers, but we're also the students, because here on this plane of earth, this earthly realm, we are here to teach lessons, but we are also here to learn the lessons as well too. It's a two-way street. I feel as if this was a person who was so interested in being right, a person who was so interested in harboring ill will, ill feelings, um, the negative side, of the spectrum, and just so focused on the material 3D experience that they missed the bigger picture of something here. There was some it was like valuable opportunity and valuable time to learn whatever it was they needed to learn. But now, like I said, the time is up for them. Like that time is winding down, and they see that. But I feel as if this is what keeps them in denial about it. The Six of Pentacles. That's equal give and take right there. It's reciprocity. Oh Lord. Okay. And we have the Knight of Cups. So here we go with the cups. So now we get a little bit of the emotion that comes in, and then the Eight of Cups that comes out in the reverse. So I feel as if someone, like I said, someone unwilling to learn the lesson or not willing to see the bigger picture, even when something feasible or when something was good was offered to them, but possibly because of their own past disconnections, their own past jealousies, their own past hurts, they wanted to cut off their nose to spite their face. They are always looking for the bigger prize, is what I'm getting with this. Someone always looking for the bigger prize. So someone pretty much never satisfied. So some cards fell out. We get the Page of Cups, then we get the Page of Pentacles, and then we get the Lovers, Gemini energy, but then we get the Ten of Pentacles that comes out. And then I just saw the Nine of Pentacles and it fell out on the floor. So that's that single self-sufficient energy. So I feel, this is good news, with someone here, because even though for one person, because I do feel as if whoever this person is, like I said, taking advantage, maybe working against another person, maybe trying to keep another person from having, achievements or having some kind of love or having some type of stability in some type of way. Um, Kind of wanted to make another person feel isolated, and as if they wouldn't have, love or something, right there. But I feel as if this person put, like I said, material gains and just their status over the bigger picture, other than choosing themselves, um, other than making the right decisions that would have been best for them, rather than making decisions that only look good to society or that look good for likes, um, saying or doing the right things or posting the right pictures or whatever it is that only, the perfection. It was like a search for perfection is what this person was on. But that search for perfection kind of led to their downfall. So it's kind of like having a lot of pride, even though we didn't see the strength card that came out. Still a lot of just pride. I feel with this. So good news though for one person here, I feel, because again, it's like a replacement type energy. Time is up for one. So time is up for one, but then time or something could just be beginning for another person, as so. Maybe even some things that were lost, now being revisited as well too, with this eight of cups that comes back around. So emotional connections, as well too, and maybe some of these mysteries from the past, or maybe some things kind of being cleared up now that are making sense, especially when the spotlight being shown on this one person who was doing a bunch of stuff. Anyway, you all take care. God bless you. Stay safe. And please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. And continue to take care of yourselves and to take care of one another. And I will talk to you all later. God bless you. Stay safe. And bye bye.